All right. Here is the Wednesday Night Asylums special edition and episode on NXT and the Great American Bash. Now, look, everybody knows, well, maybe not younger fans, but older fans of wrestling know the Great American Bash did not originate in NXT. The Great American Bash was the WCW's equivalent to SummerSlam. All right. The Great American Bash has seen some heavy duty action over the years, and especially since being in NXT, he's seen some very heavy duty action over the years. And I watched last night. Well, I say last night, last week's Great American Bash, and one match that really surprised me. Two matches surprised me. All right, one match was the NXT Championship match with our champion, and I'm sorry, my mind is just racing right now. With the women champion Tony D'Angelo, yeah, Tony D'Angelo, and how he's fighting his opponent with one eye the entire match, and he's and hard hitting. Hard hitting spears the Nightmare through the barricade there at the NXT Performance Center, and that's a hard fought match. That was a hard fought match for the first match of the Great American Bash, and there was times I thought the Nightmare dude was going to really be a nightmare to D'Angelo because I thought he was going to take his belt, man. I really thought he was going to take his belt. In all honesty, I thought that D'Angelo was going to be a short-lived champion, and then that move, I was like, well, what could be better than this, man? We're starting off the match, the Great American Bash, with this championship match because we're ending the Great American Bash with the women's championship match with Kyla, Kyla Gray and Lola Vice, and so I was like, nothing can top this. We're going in hot and heavy from the get go, and it's to my understanding that the Great American Bash had low numbers on CW, and without getting on my phone and going back to see when the other Sunday pay per views played or premium live events played, um, I don't know. I just don't know. Because that Sunday we had Slammiversary with TNA and Forbidden Door with AEW. All that Sunday, three pay per views on a Sunday, and or three premium live events on a Sunday, and so when the other pay per views played, I don't know. I can't answer that without looking it up, but uh, I know I personally didn't watch the Great American Bash when it first came on, and but I did have it saved to watch it later. I did watch it later, and then the next banger of a match was Zarya and Tatum Paxley, and that match was a banger, man. With these two women going at it, and Tatum going through F5 after F5 after F5 after F5. I'm beginning to think Zarya gives a better F5 than Brock Lesnar. I'm just being real, calling it right down the middle. I believe that Zarya could give a better F5 than Brock Lesnar. In all honesty, I don't know. I don't know. Like I watched I watched the Great American Bash in full. I thought it was a good event. I thought it was a good event. I thought it was, even though it came on regular TV and there was commercials involved and this and that, and I thought it was a good event. Hell, there's commercials at WrestleMania. You know, some sitting there watching WrestleMania on TV at Twin Peaks and it's showing commercials. So I mean, the commercials didn't bug me. It didn't bother me. I mean, it was like watching an extended hour of NXT. I mean, honestly, and it's just Zarya. I'm telling you right now, she deserves both belts. I'm ready to see her be pushed towards the women's championship in NXT, and I'm ready to see her dominate with both belts. And that's something I want. That's something I have to see. That's something that has to happen. And it's just like those two matches were the best two matches of the night. Um, Even the women's match with Kendall Gray and Lola Vice. I mean, I won't call it match of the year by any means. I mean, I quit keeping up with NXT a long time ago. I quit keeping up with WWE a long time ago. I mean, but I mean, NXT has seen some great people from it, like Killer Cross and others, Ron Breaker and others. You know, Roman Reigns, Seth, Seth Rollins, John Moxley. I mean, NXT has brought some big stars into the world, whether they are part of WWE or AEW or wherever. I mean, but but they have brought some killer stars in the world, and I don't know why the fan base wasn't there. If if Great American Bash was the only thing on, no other wrestling pay per views, no other premium live events, no other apps to go down and watch something else. I would like to see if CW still has the low numbers for it. What got me though was this: they said that this is the first time a premium live event has been held on basic tech cable. Well, I mean, you can say that NXT has had premium live events on regular cable before. They just divided them into 2 weeks. 2 hours here, 2 hours there, and boom, you got a premium live event. They just hadn't shown us a whole 3 hour episode before. And do I think they're going to stop doing it? No, I don't think they're going to stop doing it at all. It's not one of those things that I foresee happening. I mean, maybe if they, maybe if it continues to happen, like when there's not other wrestling events on TV or on apps, maybe if that time comes when where it continues to happen and then continue to show low numbers, maybe they would then. But I mean, CW seems gun ho for it. I mean, when it was talked about taking it off of YouTube and letting CW produce it, I mean, CW seemed, gun ho for it, and they got what they wanted. And I would love to know what their corporate office says. Yeah, fine, they got low numbers. It was the first time out. You know what I'm saying? It's the first time out, and they can't just really blame it, man. Because I mean, there's so much stuff going on that weekend. I mean, we had Night of Champions the night before. We had, you know, Slammiversary, Forbidden Door, and stuff. So I mean, with 4 pay-per-views or four premium live events in one weekend, you have to admit, you have to just expect and accept that some people's numbers are going to be lower than others. I mean, honestly, some people's numbers are going to be lower than others, and that's just it. I mean, that's just the facts. It's the facts of the case here. I mean, because I mean, not everybody's going to be want to watch WWE, NXT, and everybody's going to watch Forbidden Door, and everybody's going to watch Slammiversary or Night of Champions, especially if the stuff comes on at the same time. I mean, if it comes on at the same time, why do they want to watch it? You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to have to make a choice which app to go to and when. And, you know, one of the other matches that really got less less of an announcement, less of a bragging about, I'd say, is the Dark State match, where the guy from Dark State was facing against the Dark State's leader, and then Dark State returns and turns on their former member. I mean, it's like I'm interested in seeing where that goes. I mean, like I said, I have not watched a um, complete NXT thing in a while, but in all honesty, watching Great American Bash, then watching this past Tuesday's episode of NXT, it's made me an NXT fan. All right, it's made me an NXT fan. Now I've always been a somewhat NXT fan, enjoyed commentating on their stuff and commenting on their stuff as far as the Sol Ruka stuff and the Zarya stuff, because I am a novelist. I am a novelist. If there's one thing Sir William Venable has ever said was true, is that I am about me. That's true. Is that I am a novelist. I've written, published about 27 books, and yeah, I am a novelist. And yeah, my all-female um, kickboxer novel, the bad guy is based off of Zarya, based off of a beast of a character like Zarya, and her name isn't Zarya though, but she's based off of Zarya, and the female good girl in the movie is based off of some sort of fitness model that I can't think of her name right now. But when I get that book out, I don't know. I'll let you know. Keep y'all up to date. But another match that really surprised me was Shiloh. Shiloh, I don't know Shiloh's last name, but you got dude underneath the ring, and he's like a completely different character. And that shocked me, especially when Shiloh was talking to Tatum tonight about it, or this past Tuesday night about it, and they're both talking about knowing when to go to the dark side and stuff like that. And it's just like, man, I tell you, I would agree with that. They know when to go to the dark side. I mean, gothic girls are my thing, man. I mean, I would much rather date a gothic girl than a cheerleader type girl. I mean, I really would, because me and gothic girls, we got so much stuff in common. You might consider this the weird topic of the day, but me and gothic girls have so much stuff in common. I mean, like horror movies, like cosplay stuff, all 9 yards. It's just like, so yeah, I'd rather date a tatted up, pierced up, attractive goth chick than the normal blonde, blue eyed female athlete. Just being real, and it's just, well, that's just the truth. I mean, she had Tatum talking to the guy, talking to Shiloh, and they're talking to each other, and it's like on NXT this week, and they seem to be getting along great, and that's what just made me think of that. And it's now, like I said, the main event was Kendall Gray and Lola Vice. That event didn't surprise me, man. It didn't. Well, it surprised me. It surprised me that Kendall Grace won the championship. That surprised me. But as far as a banger of a match, it wasn't a banger to me. It really wasn't. It wasn't a banger to me. and Kendall Gray coming out dressed in like Kurt Angle. That was cool. That was cool. I mean, Kurt Angle is a wrestler that I want to meet one day. Hopefully, I came real close once, but he canceled the show that he was going to be at, so I'm getting a refund. But Gray came out dressed like Kurt Angle, and that was the coolest part of that event. I wasn't even really excited about her winning. You know, this past NXT where everybody's trying to fall into formation, where you know Robbie, the manager, the general manager of NXT, is trying to put everybody in their slots to see if fights who or wrestles who. It's like they really um, did a good job of having Kendall Gray's first opponent be Nikki 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 Neidhart. Yeah, Nikki Neidhart. That says Nikki Hart. I'm like, that's not right. It's Nikki Neidhart. And it looks like Kendall Gray's going to be feuding with Nikki Neidhart's faction that's in NXT. I didn't even know Nikki Neidhart was in NXT. I was still expecting to see her on SmackDown and Raw, but I guess she, went down to NXT so she can teach some of these youngins something. And I don't know, or maybe that's the only place they can use her at. It's hard to say, really. It really is. It's hard to say, really. But I'm glad. I'm excited about that. I'm excited that Nikki Neidhart's person in her stable is going to be involved in the North America Championship, Women's North America Championship, number one contenders match, and it's it's looking good for that stable. That stable looks like it's getting ready to be pushed like Toxic Influence, and be the new Toxic Influence, and I mean honestly, it's enjoyable. I mean, watching the NXT from this past Tuesday night was enjoyable. Do I plan on watching it next week? Absolutely, based on the Nikki Neidhart match, and then to see the aftermath of what happened when the show went off the air, and Tatum got jumped by Blackheart, and so to see what's going to happen with there, that's going to be interesting. Or is it just she's just going to just pop up on Super SummerSlam or Raw or something, and after getting her butt beat by Blackheart, I mean, you never know anymore. You never know. That might have been her way of being written off NXT. I mean, I don't know. I don't know at all. But I do know is that anything is possible in WWE. If I can, and I do know I'm a wrestling fan. Um, I do know I'm a wrestling fan, and I am a WWE fan, and I would like to get back to watching Raw, and I'd like to get back to watching SmackDown, and I'd like to get back to watching AEW and TNA, and slowly but surely, I guess, it'll happen. I don't know. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, I asked my friend, my buddy Tony. I said, "Do you think hell froze over?" And he said, "Why?" I said, "Because I've watched the Great American Bash, and I watched this past week's NXT today." And then he just laughed and said he was doing the same thing. But look, let's talk about one thing. Tony D'Angelo comes out on NXT this past week and says that he's done with the Nightmare guy, and he's moving on, and he's going to watch out for himself and this and that. Then starts to go backstage, and gets jumped by the Nightmare guy, and the one. So then Tony D'Angelo gets his ass beat, plain and simply, just gets beat up, show pop. But my question is, what is the point of like who else could fall in that role as a number one contender? I mean, really, who else could fall in that role as a number one contender for D'Angelo's NXT Championship belt? Because I looked at Mason Rook. Yeah, he's a big boy, and that's all he's got. As far as I can see, that's all he's got going for him, except he can flip and stuff. Well, at one point in time, I could stand pool deck and flip into the pool with my feet entering the pool first, and I weighed 200 pounds or whatever. So it's like, could I have really been a luchador at one point? I don't know. But I mean, I watched Mason Rook wrestle tonight, and he's got a cool slogan. I'm big, I'm bad, I'll body slam your dad. Now, that's a cool slogan. But I mean, a slogan will only take you so far. A slogan will only take you so far. He, I don't think he's ready to be put in that spot yet. I really don't. Now, look, do I have control over who WWE books or who NXT books or what Shawn Michaels books? No, I don't. I have no control over that. But I don't think Mason Rook's ready to be champion right now. I say the guy, um, Tony D'Angelo just beat one eye that deserves to be champion over Mason Rook because this nightmare guy, I keep calling him the nightmare guy because I really don't know his name or how to pronounce his name. And it's just like, so you just call him the nightmare guy, mist guy, nightmare with a mist. And it's just like, I could see him being champion over Mason Rook. In all honesty. In all honesty. And Robbie had a lot on his plate last night or Tuesday night, and I'll be honest with you, I did see Robbie wrestle once when he was with part of, he was with TNA, and he was in some sort of jailhead group of surfer people, kind of like on the Jersey Shore, and it's good to see how he's advanced his career. I mean, it really is. It's really good to see how he's advanced his career. Going from TNA to going to becoming part of WWE and then getting the general manager job of NXT after the Rock's daughter quit on him, and so I'm glad to see him in this spot. I'm glad to see him in this spot. I really am. It's just like I like to meet him. I mean, I didn't get to talk to him at that Wrestle Jam event I was at, but I really would like to meet him and talk to him once. I remember he was part of. It was kind of like a Jersey Shore type gimmick at the time. I mean, we were talking almost 20 years ago. I guess maybe not. Maybe about 10 years ago. But he's got a lot ahead of him. I mean, all these people coming to him for wanting title shots and this and that, and it's just. And he seems to be clear. He's just not going to be giving title shots away, which that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You're not just going to come knock on my door and get what you want. You're going to prove it to me. I mean, I like that. I like that a lot. I do. I like that a lot. I mean, because that's the way it should be. It should be based on production. We should do this AT&T, Verizon Wireless, T-Mobile style. You keep your job based on how many phones you sell. You know, except with wrestling is you keep your job based on how many wins you get, how many wins losses you get, whether you waste my time, whether you're wasting my time trying to get a title shot, or you're actually stepping up to the plate and showing your worth, showing your keep. I mean, let me see. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. I want to look up this on my phone. I'm gonna read it to you. Hold on. I'm looking up the most famous Great American Bash main events. Here we go. Great American Bash. Great American Bash is one of professional wrestling's most iconic summer traditions, spanning three different wrestling empires: the National Wrestling Alliance (NWA), World Championship Wrestling (WCW), and the WWE. Some of the most famous main events in the history of the event include the 1987 NWA War Games match, where Ric Flair, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, Lex Luger, and J.J. Dillon versus Dusty Rhodes, Nikita Koloff, the Road Warriors, and Paul Ellering. This was the first ever War Games match. Ooh, I didn't know that. First ever War Games match, an iconic stipulation invented by Dusty Rhodes that later became a staple of World Championship Wrestling. Then in 1989, there was Ric Flair versus Terry Funk, and that was the NWA. An NWA intensely violent and emotional NWA World Heavyweight Championship match that is widely regarded as one of the best bouts and feuds in the history of this concept. 1990, Sting versus Ric Flair, NWA, a historic main event where Sting defeated Ric Flair to win his first World Heavyweight Championship, solidifying his status as the company's next top babyface. 2004, Eddie Guerrero versus John Bradster on Layfield, an acclaimed Texas Bull Rope match for the WWE Championship that defined one of the most memorable title runs and feuds of the SmackDown brand. That's weird. I only remember the. I guess I was wrong. I guess I could be wrong, but I only remember the Great American Bash being in NXT. I didn't remember it being on the main roster. But I read this. Then in 2006, Rey Mysterio versus King Booker, the emotional main event where Mysterio successfully defended his newly won World Heavyweight Championship. Hmm. There's one, two, three, about five matches there. I did not realize that it was that, man. Let me just try something else. Look at women's matches. I don't agree with this. It's got well, it's only got three. It's only got 3 women's matches when I typed in most famous women's Great American Bash main events. So there's only been 3, obviously. And one is, of course, the Kendall Gray Lola Vice match from the other night, last week, rather. Then 2020 NXT Women's Championship during the pandemic era, a highly acclaimed night one main event featured Lucira defeating Sasha Banks in a show-stealing clash of that solidified Shiras as the top of the women's division. Then in 2025, they said NXT Women's Tag Team Showdown. Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe teamed up to headline the Bash by defeating Fatal Influence, JC Jane, and Fallen Henley in a chaotic, star-studded main event. Guess that's it. Guess it's the only women's matches main events they've had. Last night or the last week was the third one. I guess. I mean, I guess I could say that's right. Well, I mean, it's right, but I guess I can honestly say it's right because I mean, we haven't had that many women's main events. Just saying. Just saying until Stephanie McMahon brought everybody out, and there wasn't that many women's main events until the that era began, and the divas became the women, and this and that, and just like anyway, I don't know what I'm expect. Do I think that Nikki? Do I think that Natty Neidhart is going to beat Kendall Gray next week? No, I don't. Do I think Natty Neidhart's associate might win the her right to face Zarya? Yeah, I do. I do. But do I see Natty Neidhart winning the championship next week? I really don't. I really don't. I mean, not whatsoever. And I didn't know that the Great American Bash has gone on between 3 companies, and I didn't know that at all. That's a little education to myself. And but NXT has always been a good show. It's always been, it's been a good show. It's been under appreciated. It's really been underappreciated. And like Triple H said to AEW, you beat our developmental league. I mean, that's why I can say that what Triple H said, and go back to say why there's possibly low numbers for the AEW for the CW's Great American Bash deal. That's just the truth of that matter. And anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. I will be discussing NXT more on my show. Wednesday night Asylum comes on every Wednesday night, or mostly every Wednesday night. Sometimes I have to make up for other areas, but just plan on it to come on Wednesday nights around 10 o'clock or maybe a little bit after, because I watch AEW first, then I'll do the Asylum. But there we go. There we go. I mean, happy 4th of July to everybody. Happy Independence Day. Hope you all had a fun and safe night. And be sure to like my post. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, because you never know what I might show up posting on my channel. And be sure to spread the word, man. It's at Unknown Alien Assassin here on YouTube, and I will see y'all on Wednesday night. Wednesday night around 10ish.